and I'm still walking around the mezzanine level. This is Tim coming straight at you. We're in DC at the Jefferson Memorial, and it's a really cool view out there. You get to see everything in this circular place for Jefferson, that he was such an influence to our nation and liberty itself. Everybody should come down here and be proud of what he did and where we're trying to go with this nation. I have sworn upon the altar of God external hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. That's what it says here. Chalk that up. Finishing up this video, gotta say, this statue right here stairs to the back of the White House, and I'm going to show you real quick as we walk through. Look at the size of these pillars. There's Washington Monument that got messed up, but see the White House? It's in perfect line. It's in perfect line with this building so that Thomas Jefferson can watch over tyranny and make sure that we stay free and that we don't abuse our powers. What a lesson to the nation in the Washington Monument. Truly inspired to be at this Jefferson Memorial here at the nation's capital, and looking out, as you can see, the monument right there, the White House straight down. I mean, it's unbelievable, man. The way these guys had the attention to detail to literally lay all this out through Freemasonry and triangles. I mean, I knew that there was some of that witch doctor shit going on, but I never really paid that much close attention to it when I was younger. Which, as being historical as we have been in our family, it's kind of, it's really kind of sad. But then I walk across over to here, see that big rock over there, granite, that's Martin Luther King. And those are the people that have touched our nation, kept liberty going. So I'm going to walk around this lake here, just a byproduct of actually Potomac River, but it's like a little, cape or wave or something. But it's truly inspiring, and you can walk around this, and we can even get over to the FDR shrine, which is right over here, and I'll take you there. Well, I can't really walk over to the FDR side. It's too far, and there's a bunch of dredging going on. I guess they're redoing stuff. But the main thing is that coming to the nation's capital really is an inspiring place because of the stonework, the detail. It's like this old Roman, Greek type of detail, masonry that you just don't see in building today. And the whole city is like it everywhere. Now, they got the money for $36 trillion in debt. There's people inspired by every type. I mean, every religion, creed, it's very diverse. I mean, maybe only like 20% of white people, to be honest with you. But I think that's what the nation was all about. It's about liberty. So, that being said, that's really where we're at. But look at these buildings back here. Like, that's the agricultural building. The Treasury runs down the other side of the Treasury where they mint all the coins. Just gigantic, long, like 4-block buildings everywhere. The Department of Justice, the Commerce Department, the Treasury is right next to the White House. I mean, the old Eisenhower building, which is this huge like naval base that's like connected to the White House itself. I'll show you when we get over there. So when they created a city for our capital, they made these lines. The Capitol is obviously way down there. You can see it as it goes. It's like a mile something down to there. And then all the way down is like the mall. So when the president does his inaugurational speech from the west, he does it from the west part of the Capitol. Right there where you can see. And that's where Trump is talking about having the NFL draft. Right there where those big tents are. On this DC mall. So it's US Mall. And I guess it kind of goes all the way down, which you can see where the lake starts, or I think they call it the reflections pool or whatever. But right there is where World War II Museum is. And it has all the 50 states. It's pretty cool. And see that really big French building right there? That's the Eisenhower building. those big French looking type mansard walls and dormers. That's the Willard. That's like one of the big type hotels in town here. So, coming in so you can see that it's getting really windy. Crazy right now. But this is Tim, Capitol, at Washington Monument. And watching the Monument come in. Beautiful. May 6th, spring day. It's a little bit quieter out here. Got out of the Monument, right in front of the White House. Kicking across Lafayette Park. And heading towards the Eisenhower building right there. I'm gonna head up to, I think it's New York Street. And then it crisscrosses over by our hotel. Right here is high-end security by the White House and the Eisenhower building. And they don't just let anybody in. It's pretty crazy. So, this was an old naval base at one time. Let's see if we know any of these people. So now we're walking right in front of the White House, and I'm gonna go by the Jackson statue that sits out in the front of this park right up front. And this is the front of the Eisenhower building. Pretty cool. See the flag up front? Killer ass building. Right here's the White House almost. There's Jackson. So that was Jackson. The park's kind of closed down and barricaded out. There's some kinds of protests going on, but what I found out today is that these guys here had a guy that died that paid and funded this to be always there. He even has lawyers on retainer from when he's died in his trust, so that they can continually protest out in front of the White House, because if not in DC, there's a rule where you can come over and take their stuff. But if they always have a paid protester there, then they get to keep their protest spot. So here we go, humping White House. We were just there today too. Got inside, it was pretty cool. Lots of fun. And now we have a new stop hating each other because you disagree. I said something. I said something. We got it all right here, see? Free Palestine, take care of them. Keep the Palestinians alive. That's all that good stuff. And now we got all kinds of people walking from the White House. It's pretty cool.